Alrighty. Oh, I minimized OBS. Welcome back, people. Let's pick up where we left off last time. And if y'all recall, we have all 7 crystal stars. Only level 22. For some reason I felt like we'd be higher than that. Anyway, we've been doing a bit of cleanup. And I want to do the rest of the cleanup before we head into the final level. Got a good number of star pieces. At the same time, you can probably see, if you're doing some quick math here, that we're not even close to having all of them. Yeah, we're 11 off, which is kind of a lot. Now, the way I plan to wrap this up and keep things rolling is we're going to combine our last star piece collection with a couple other things. So if we go ahead and open up the journal, you obtain art pieces? Why would we obtain art pieces? I have no clue what those are from. Huh. Well, anyway, like at the very least, I can understand how we might have unlocked sound bites, since I imagine we just oh, welcome to the stream, Rafkin. I imagine we just unlock those as we encounter them in game, but let's see now. Goomba, Paragoomba, Spiky, Hyper, Gloom, Gloom. Wonder what number 10 is there. One of these we haven't encountered because it's in the last level. Red, white, green Magikoopa. I think the one we haven't tattled here is actually just the blue Magikoopa that are in the sewers. We could totally do that whenever. Some kind of piranha that we haven't run into yet. I think that's just piranha plant, actually, which also, I believe, is in the last level. We have never faced an Amazy Daisy, I know that. There are a few things here that we haven't encountered. I don't know what they are. Probably at least one more type of puff that we've never come across. There's another type of bubble in the last level. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there was another type of bristle, but I really don't know for sure what that could be. Not sure about those. I know what that is. Don't know what that is. Several of these are in the last level or in the Pit of 100 Trials. I don't know how much of the catalog we'll be able to fill in. I have 80 out of 86 badges. And 12 out of 58 recipes. I'm really bad at filling these in. I don't know if we're going to try and get all of them. Yeah, fair enough. Anyway. While we are going to do some side questing to try and clean up the star pieces that we haven't picked up, and just because I actually like to do the side quests. And we're gonna have nostalgic tunes on for it. Jeez. For the life of me, I can't get my neck comfortable these days. Must be getting a swelled head. I can actually fill that one in if I go down to the 1,000-year door, but it's not a big deal at the moment. I believe I did one last check here. Chill out here, listen to this old codger. I'm not going to read all of his lines. Gonna do a couple more quick checks. Most of the troubles that are at the top of the list right now are in Petalburg, but I figure we might as well clear the checks in this area one time, save ourselves the trouble of having to do it several times. Yeah. And I've done a pretty thorough sweep of Hooktail's castle. I probably won't redo any dungeons until I've gone to see the fortune teller Because I'd rather not backtrack through entire dungeons, especially when I've done some of them already. Yeah. Also... I'll be cooking one of those turtley leaves up by itself, but do I have anything I'd like to mix with the other one? Super Shroom would probably be fine. Yeah, we'll go with that. Some Koopa tea. And let's see what happens when we mix the Super Shroom and the Koopa Leaf. Just a shroom roast. Not that great. Like, it's a decent item, but I'm hoping to run across recipes that I haven't made before. Now, to go and see if we... well, to go and see what our next trouble is going to be. Plenty. I can't remember what restocking he wants. But I'm pretty sure it's just going to be us running off to Petalburg to buy something and then taking it back to him. Courage shells. One of them I can just grab from right here. And it looks like I've got just enough room in my inventory for the rest. I should probably deposit my Ultra Shroom that I've been carrying around. Sorry if I look like I'm in a bit of an awkward position. I'm trying to keep my head pressed back against the headrest on here because my neck's been bugging me today. Probably about to get a reward. Super Shroom. grab the honey syrup so that we can cook it up with the super shroom for another recipe that we haven't done yet. Weirdly enough, I feel like in most cases, pairing super shroom with, say, honey syrup and ultra shroom with maple syrup or something tends to feel more useful and less wasteful if ultra shroom. I'll take it, I guess. It tends to feel a bit less wasteful. Simply because there's rarely a time when I'm equally down on both HP and FP. Normally, I need more of one or the other. For example, here I'm doing this just for the recipe, but also I could combine an ultra shroom with a jam and jelly, but I'm never going to be that low on both HP and FP. I'm more likely to have a use for what I just made. That said, it would be kind of nice if ultra shrooms were a bit more common and only healed like 30 HP. Oh, why am I going down there? Wrong way. So yeah, this stream is probably going to be mostly side questing, if not entirely side questing. Oh, hello. Hang on a sec. Looks like we lost image somehow. I don't know how long ago that happened. One sec, peoples. Oh, what's happening here? Part of the trouble is that for some reason my capture card seems a tad buggy sometimes in a few ways. For example, oh, welcome to the stream, Lastborn. had to pause it for a sec because we had technical issues. But hey-yo to you two. Oh yeah, my capture card gets a bit buggy sometimes. Jolene. You know what? We'll mix in a pretty interesting little side quest while we're doing this. Because one thing that I've never bothered to do, but that you can do. So we forfeited the title in the Glitz Pit when we left it. We can actually go back and win the title back. We might just go ahead and do that. Welcome, B. Okay, first things first. Let's see. Okay, no more items to find out here. Among other things, I'm pretty sure it will force us to... I have a guess here. My guess was right. I'm pretty sure it will force us to re-enlist if we try and do Jolene's trouble anyway. I've gone back into this room to do my return, like, immediately after finishing Chapter 3 before, and she still says it's been a long time and attendance has dropped off. And they lost my information. Also, clear out the garbage in the storage room. Okay, we got both of the star pieces that were in this room. Alright, we'll go clear out the garbage in the storage room first. it's actually faster to do this on foot. Then we'll head to the minor league locker rooms and start working on our comeback. Thank you for the hydrate, last one. Ooh, nothing in there. We can't actually finish the trouble until we do a few more things, even though we've picked up the garbage. Oh, we'll go tell Jolene that it's done. Yeah, it's actually, this is a pretty annoying quest. In fact, you know what? Let's punch it all out because there are other quests that'll bring us back here. I want to do the minor league first. Really? I have to use a partner skill at least twice? I was planning on only having the match last a single turn. Dang, that's tricky to time. Okay. Now... to the elephant. And my wire was getting a little bit twisted up. Yeah, no, Vivian is so insanely good at spread damage, it's kind of unbelievable. Avoid using any items, no problem. While we're in here, give the room a quick sniff. We're about to get a lot of singular star points. Back when we did this level, the Major League at least got kind of difficult, but honestly the only scenario where these fights are going to get difficult is if she tells me that my partner can't do any damage, because that means that I'm going to need to use Flurry to blow the opponent away. Pokey triplets. Avoid using flower points. Dang it. Okay, that means Vivian is not, in fact, the best choice for this one. We'll go with Bobbery. He has, I think, the highest damage on his basic attacks. Vivian can technically... Oh my gosh, it's gone. Hang on a sec. Why the crap is my capture card having so many issues today? Now, it's kind of funny, if you failed the action command on Bombette's bomb attack in Paper Mario 64, she would walk to the enemy so fast. Or, no, it's Watt's basic attack. It's Watt's basic shock attack. If you fail the action command, she just immediately zips over to the enemy. It's used in speedruns to deal a single point of damage when you happen to need it. Avoid using your jump. can do that. I wasn't going to anyway. Hang on a sec. Yep. The headrest has fallen off. I suppose I probably could have done this faster with Coops. Or with... yeah, with Coops. Watch this. Yeah, this one is also faster to fail the action command. Truthfully, I don't even know if we need to get the first one, because we only needed 1 point of damage. Wrap up in 5 turns or less. Spike Storm. I can't remember who exactly this is. There's a chance... ah, it's these guys. Yeah, we can do this. We are going to switch party members, though, because those Spinies, I believe, are immune to fire. Oh my gosh, come on. Oh, wrong chord. Give it a sec. Yeah, that keeps happening, and it's getting pretty annoying. Are all of the wires securely in my capture card? Take a quick rest. Also, the only reason Vivian has the edge over Bobbery right now is because I don't want to have to rest as often. Technically, Bobbery's bomb that hits the entire field does more damage, and fewer things are immune to it, but... one sec. Appeal to the crowd at least 3 times. Wait, did I just skip the waiting period by trying to open the door? Because if so, that's very useful. Now this one will drag it out a little bit. What I'm wondering, though, is whether partner appeals account. Or whether partner appeals count. Okay, partner appeals count. Oh. Don't mind me, I just realized that my microphone was way off to the left, so y'all probably had some difficulty hearing me at the start there. Everything about this stream is just going incredibly well, isn't it? I'm definitely running this like I know what I've been doing and like I've been streaming for almost 2 years. Okay. These guys will be easy. The Bob-omb Squad. Partner skill at least twice. I imagine I can hit a stylish every time that goes down. Luckily, I don't think... Yeah, they can't manage to kill themselves in one turn. Fun fact, that would have killed them regardless of the damage because they're bombs, which means they explode when you set them on fire. And now for the armored harriers. I love how for speed runs it's officially going to be faster to get whacked in the face with a door there. Don't swap partners, wasn't planning on it. One detail that I always find kind of amusing is that the armored harriers are only 10th, despite being supposedly completely impervious to damage from any source except whacking one of them with the other, which means all 10 all 10 enemies above them figured out how to figured out some way to hurl one of them into the other. You know what? First things first, we're gonna go and drop off those dirty shorts. And would you look at that, we've got a poster in the lobby again. There it is. I can't remember which Goomba I'm supposed to talk to. Not who? What, you say? Well, fine. Let's get it done. What are we doing here? Trunks some wrestler wore to tatters. Boy, they stink. I've never had a job this stinky. Funny thing is, in the early days of streaming, I had a lot of issues with my mic audio disconnecting, and it's still occasionally a thing. So I am in the habit of frequently looking over at OBS, but I'm not used to having to check whether I've still got video feed. So the thing that tends to tip me off is when I look over and there's no desktop audio. You know, speaking of things getting glitchy, the other day, I think I mentioned this on stream at one point, possibly. The other day, I really got into the mood to play Kindergarten and Kindergarten 2. I've been playing back through Kindergarten 2, and some patch that they released or something must have screwed up the screwed up one of the mini games, because I kid you not, the Monstermon card battling minigame is so glitchy right now. Like, I'm playing and I play a card and it just randomly turns into a completely different card. Which is so annoying when it costs me a match, which is more often than it wins me a match. I didn't even pay attention to what she said. I needed to do. Luckily, a message pops up. I think the enemy has to damage me at least like 3 times or something. 5 times? I don't know. Take damage at least 5 times. That's an annoying criteria, because it just takes so long to make it happen. Not do damage for the first 3 turns. Come on. Also, it's the poker faces, so I'm pretty sure Vivian isn't the best option here, because I think they're immune to fire. Yeah, they just straight up don't do damage. It does not matter if I guard. What do you know? I don't do damage for the first 3 turns. They don't do damage for the first 3 turns. And you know what? Actually, I can finish this in 1 turn with Coops. Why does she insist on making these fights so slow? I get it. I'm her star attraction right now, but it's annoying. avoid using any of your special moves. Special moves are specifically the ones that use star power, not the ones that use FP. The Fuzz. Use at least one special move. Yeah, I can do that. I meant to hit plus to skip, not home to exit the game. You know, I could just go for clock out, but oh, I messed up. I haven't used Showstopper yet in this playthrough. Fun fact, in the original TTYD at least, Showstopper has a chance on working against Bowser. Which means you can insta-win that fight without dealing damage. Yeah, it's pretty wild. It's like a 1 in 200 chance or something. But the Magic Koopa Masters, keep that ally of yours from doing any damage. Okay, we're going to heal up real quick, because this one might take a few tries. We're going to break out Flurry, the only ally who's any use if they don't do damage. And we are just going to try to show... well... okay, we'll open with Flurry's move because I think it's a little bit faster. This is definitely the worst criteria that I can get. Showstopper is slower than Gale Force, but it's also more likely to work, I believe. Crawdaddy. Avoid using items. Yeah, I can do that. This one will take slightly longer. Three whole turns to bring him down. Appeal to the crowd at least 3 times. That takes so long. You know what? I think these guys have a lot of health. We're actually going to go ahead and swap to Bobbery. Oh, apparently I was wrong. These guys do not have a lot of health. But the fire one might be immune to fire, so it's still probably best to go with Bobbery here. Suppose Coops would also have done pretty well. Wow, they were each worth a whole star point. You were thinking he would slide two-dimensionally under the covers of the bed? He does, watch. I skipped the cutscene, but I believe he does. That's how he does it in the original, anyway. In Paper Mario 64, I mean. See? Slid two-dimensionally. Ranked 2 in the Glitz Pit. Chomp Country. I do not do any damage, that's fine. That was the plan. One of them has damage dodge. I don't really need more of that badge, sorry. So I'm going to have to let him damage me a few times. But that shouldn't be an issue, because I don't have the damage to one-shot him. Okay, we're gonna have to have Vivian just not deal damage a few times. So I think that's 3, because I think it counts when he damages Vivian as well. Okay. Takes so long. Let's heal up. And now I'll save before the championship bout. I forgot that they removed conditions for the Rockhawk fight. It's a bit of a strange choice. Because, like, in reality, you would typically use a special move against him. Like, it's a pretty reliable option, especially since you have Art Attack, which tends to do, like, 20 damage to him in one turn. I have to know. Dang it. I love how that knocked him down from the ceiling. Anyway, Vivian, go ahead and finish it up. Wow, worth 6 whole star points. We started at like 60 and that whole thing wasn't, or 70, and that whole thing wasn't enough to get us. Yeah, we started somewhere in our 60s and clearing all of that wasn't enough to get us a level up. This is also a really good way to grind coins. I think it's a little bit faster than the Pit of 100 Trials if you're not planning to go super deep. She's got to figure out a way to bring Rockhawk back. She's actively telling us that she's looking for a way to replace us. Alright, well, we got the championship belt back. Now back to non-combat side questing. I was going to say back to side questing, but that was a side quest. We do get a reward. We get the championship belt for it. Thank you for the hydrate, Lastborn. We are still going to be pinging back and forth between Rogueport and Glitzville for the next couple of minutes because we have some troubles that will take us that direction. I think. I know there's at least one more trouble in Glitzville, but I'm assuming there are more immediately at the top of the list. Not that it really matters, because we have to go back to the treble house between each. Heartful cake recipe. Toast tea. So first I gotta go and meet her. And I can't remember which person this is. It's either we gotta go left or we gotta go right. Oh. I was trying to go down there to start off, but anyway. Let's see, is it this building? I think this is Rip Cheeto. It is. So then there's the building in the little underground town off to our left, or the other one in the background of this room. Okay, it's the other one. Okay, we have our mission. Cake mix and ruin powder. I can't actually recall if this recipe works. I think this is always the one that I save ruin powder for, but I think it might actually make a mistake in the original DTYD. I'm not certain. No, that one is tattled. Okay, I really thought that was going to be the Magic Koopa that we needed. Anyway, Vivian, you want to go ahead and take care of this? Hey, shooting star, I'll take it. I wish it was possible to just buy cake mix at a regular shop, but the only place to buy it is at the Pianta parlor for like 15 Piantas or something. It's so annoying. You've never thought of cake mix as being something to beg for? Well, you see, the thing is, you need cake mix to make cake, so it's understandable. I'll probably go ahead and get 2, because I want to test out whether the recipe works. I have 25 Piantas. How much does it cost? 6. Let's do the plain game a couple of times. Don't mind me, just gambling for money, basically. I think that was actually less because I didn't cross the line. Yeah, that's only 15. For some reason my brain had it that it would be worth more to hit the panel. That one big Pianta right there above the +1 panel is just so hard to hit. I can't remember what that far panel to the right there is. It's a new record. I just got a new record anyway. Wonder if I can make the distance to hit that. I should probably be trying because... Now that time I just wasn't going to. But I should probably be trying to get that one if I've got a nice long range run. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I got my piantas. I have way more than I need for the cake mix. Okay, I have 2 cake mix. Let's go grab my ruin powder from storage. Let's save and then go and grab my ruin powder from storage. Because if this doesn't work, then I definitely want to reload the save. Since I can sell the ruin powder and the cake mix is nice to have. Oh, it worked. Artful cake. Replenishes 20 FP, but softens you. I'll probably just wind up selling that, to be honest. I don't really want to deal with being softened. Yeah, the going rate for most troubles is 30 coins, but given just how much extra effort some troubles take, you'd think they would be more. I wonder if it's possible to shortcut that one by just already knowing the recipe for Heartful Cake yourself. Like having it in your recipe log. Not only will I take on Babulber's trouble, I've kind of been saving the item that he wants to eat for a while now. Hot dog. I forgot that he wants multiple hot dogs. Dang it. Oh, I've done this quest so many times and I always forget that. I only had one in storage because I forgot that I was going to need a second one. Also, he gives you like a dried leaf as payment, which I think is used in several recipes or something, but... Or no, he gives you a dried bouquet. I hate this quest. Oh, we're showing Totoro. Here he is, the round lad himself. Kind of blurry because it thinks that I'm here. And he's only roughly 2 weeks out of 2 weeks off the date. Now imagine just how annoying this would be if I had to ride the blimp every time I wanted to get to Glitzville. And I didn't have this pipe directly back to the town square from the hub room. Like, they've definitely added some quality of life stuff in this version, and I very much appreciate it. But some of these quests are still tedious. Oh, and we're standing. Bumped my mic stand. Do I have a spare Koopa leaf? If not, I'm gonna grab one in Petalburg. Harder to play standing up? Not really. Might be harder for y'all to watch when I'm standing up, since I seem to have a tendency to go blurry, and I know I have a tendency to fidget. Like, roughly half the time I'm going to be standing on one leg when I'm standing up. Just because... Well, yeah, that's actually it. Just because. Okay, and now after all of that... Sorry, I'm just getting my feelings over that fetch quest out. I didn't either, but then I remembered that the option was available to me and that his fetch quest is intensely annoying. And that he deserves it. It's okay, the hammer that I beat people with in real life isn't quite the size of Mario's. Like, if we're comparing it proportionally to him and mine to me, I mean. Wait, what? Since when does that not work? I could have sworn that worked. It made like a cookie of some kind. I didn't save right before doing the recipe, so oh well, I guess. Alright, off to Twilight Town. The pipe here does take me to Twilight Town, right? I'm not imagining it. Like, I know it takes me to somewhere in Chapter 4, but I can't remember if it takes me to Twilight Town or straight to the creepy steeple. So yeah, she wants me to go and talk to Podley and see if he still loves her. No. Their story is actually really sad. He felt like he was dragging her down, and so as soon as she got successful, he abandoned her. At least that's what he said was his reason. He might have also just been jealous, who knows. But because she didn't want the stage life without him, she gave up shortly after he vanished and went on to live in Twilight Town. She's raised her kids. She is quite happy, but, well, she's happy to have her family, but she wonders if he still remembers her. What? Eve? I know no such person. Perhaps you could tell this Eve person something. Tell her, live in the moment. Is that all you needed? Because I'm a little busy, so yeah. He's kind of being a jerk here, to be honest. And that's part of the reason I always questioned his motives here. I think the reason I find Bubbleber's quest so annoying is that I think I basically always remember that it's going to happen, and then I forget to do it anyway. No, I'll tell her the truth. See, now that's a good one. Oh, right, there's stuff in the back of the shop. I should probably go and grab that just to be sure I'm not forgetting anything. Okay. Store the life shroom and the booze sheet. Withdraw an ultra mushroom and a super mushroom, I think. And let's buy a maple syrup. Okay, we'll worry about any items that I've forgotten in the woods to the east later on. Also, I do have 3 shine sprites. I should use those. Because I think I've only got one more partner left that hasn't been ultra ranked. Oh my gosh. Oh no. I remember this one. It's not as terrible as I'm thinking it is, but it's more just the fact that we have effectively done this particular quest before already. I've gone slightly blurry. Is he in the parlor? Did I run right past him? Where is he? There you are. somewhere in Rogueport. For some reason I thought there was maple syrup in that shop. Oh well. So I believe it's back at the dock. If I remember right. Easy way to test. Nope, must be on the far east side. You know what's funny is that he left it in Robbo's territory. And if the Robbos had found it, they totally could have ransomed it back to him for just about anything. Am I missing something here? It's not like down in the area in front here, is it? Surely not. I would remember that, surely. There's no way it's in Bobbery's house, is it? Oh my gosh, I saw it. I will say, they made this trickier than the original, but I don't actually dislike it. Like, this was a pretty straightforward thing in the original. You just had to go to the other end of town and find it. Whereas this time around, you actually have to look. It's kind of tricky. Alright, that's all of my partners fully upgraded. I will not. And I'm pretty sure Francesca realizes that he lost his ring anyway, even though I find it and bring it back to him. I think she shows up during the scene or something. Three things. Golden Leaf, Mystic Egg, Keel Mango. I have 2 out of 3, but I can't actually get the third if I take that right now. Wait, can I? Huh, I guess they took out that particular side quest. Okay, I guess we can do this. Golden Leaf, Mystic Egg, Keel Mango. Sure, we have to go to the Great Tree to get our egg. Thank you for the hydrate, Lastborn. While we're there, we might as well... Actually, no, I already said I wouldn't wind up doing a full sweep of any previous levels right now. So the way we get an egg... First of all, it is a bit bizarre. Ready to play Stump Petuni? Create an easy question that Petuni can answer. Mario likes which person the most? It's the only question you can ask that she can answer. Oh, I've got blur, thank you. And we have obtained an egg. I'm going to see how much trouble it is to get more. In the original, I would have to go back to Rogueport and then come back in order to get it, which is just too many loading zones to bother with. But if I can... Oh. Well, we'll still test it. Okay, so we do still have to go back to Rogueport if we want to get another egg. Which is a pain, obviously. Yep, time to go visit Chef Shmee. Gotta stop by the shop first. Clear some inventory space. First off, let's go ahead and sell that heartful cake. We don't really have a great use for it. And we have better things to keep in our inventory than Koopa Tea. And now we'll withdraw the other two items because I've had them sitting here in the inventory, in the storage for a while now. Gold leaf, mystic egg, keel mango. While we're here, let's grab a maple syrup. And I think it might be slightly faster to just get back on the train and then rest immediately than it would to run through town. Oh, wait. Gotta go to the trouble center, not the sewers. Need my magazine. And Poshley Heights. As you can see, most of these are just fetch quests. That's kind of a relaxed way to spend the time. Exactly. Trotting along on our trusty steed. Oh, and all the posters are us, once again. As it should be, even if they got the color of my outfit wrong. I borrowed this magazine as a promoter, that's all. So, this one's funny. As I understand it, it's basically a shirtless dude's magazine. It's just a magazine full of buff guys. Now, I'm going to leave y'all chilling in the lobby for a sec, because I gotta take a quick bathroom break. Back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. You can still your tears. Thank you for the hydrate, last one. I don't think, like, to be clear, Lastborn, you do know that you don't need to redeem hydrate if you want to hydrate. You're allowed to do it just whenever. No point redeems needed. Yeah, I'm sorry I never explained this before. It's pretty grossly negligent on my part, if we're honest here. Yeah. I'm sorry, I assumed it was obvious, and frankly, I shouldn't have done that. I'll be sure to upload an apology video. Maybe. Zest special. So, oh, wrong entrance. Well, roughly the same amount of time to go this way as the other way now. So, about this particular trouble, I'm going to Google the solution. Because even after the number of times I've played this game, I don't know it, and I don't feel like visiting all of the places that I would need to in order to find the answer. Forgot the code for the lock on his briefcase. He's a chair fanatic. Yeah, we would have to visit 4 locations to do this. Alright, time to Google the solution. Businessman trouble TTYD. Two 625. Yeah. I'm saving myself some time there. So he's trying to convince the hot dog vendor to start putting hot sauce on the hot dogs. Ah yes, this is the mission where we visit all the old people. It's kind of similar to the fishing plan, like the fishing trip organization quest with Parakarry in Paper Mario 64. Great Tree Elder. Yeah, but let's go find some elders. Mayor of Petalburg next, and let's play with Petuni while we're here. We have to ask the same question all over again. If I had to take a guess, I would say that glitchless categories, as with speedruns of this game, I'd have to say that glitchless categories are probably going to be faster in the remake, whereas categories where glitches are allowed are probably gonna be slower. Because I just have a suspicion that they fixed a bunch of glitches. Of course, I could be completely wrong. This game could be a buggy mess. Most of the glitches in the original TTYD weren't exactly obvious, so... Back to Twilight Town's mayor. I do love the Twilight Town music. It hits the vibe just right. One coin. Let's see what I get when I combine an egg and a leaf. I made sure to actually save this time. So if this turns into a mistake, then I just reload. Four different profiles on my Switch, and they're all mine. Okay, we'll try egg and hot sauce. That will probably turn out the same way, but I like to test these things rather than, you know, looking anything up like I would if I was trying to save time intelligently. Come to think of it, I think that hot sauce ruins most recipes in this game, weirdly enough. Let's see if it's faster to just reload from the title screen. Or just return to title screen. Probably is. Alright, let's store the hot sauce. And withdraw. Fresh pasta. Store a couple other things. I think I get an omelet if I cook the egg with a mushroom, but first off I'm going to test and see what happens if I cook egg with pasta. Because to me that sounds good. I mean, that just sounds like it should be ramen, but in this game it might be a mistake, who knows. That's not worth. I already have that recipe. And fake gamer Sam is playing Animal Crossing. Hey, Kupasta! And now for the single most valuable healing item in the game. The one that most files will never get high enough level to ever be able to really make use of. I'm not joking here. I have never had a character with 50 HP and 50 FP, and I don't actually know if the levels in this game go that high. Let's go ahead and store the mystic egg for now. There are a few recipes we could make with it, including just cooking the egg. The most interesting one is to cook the egg with the fire flower to make a literal grenade. Oh no. Oh, I remember this too. This one's gonna suck. We have to deliver something to General White. Which means we have to do what we did before. And follow him around across the world. You know what? It's finally time to go and open the 1,000-year door. Because I want all of the pipes in this room. Especially since I'm not sure where the 6th pipe leads. If it leads to the moon, then that's useless for what we're about to do. But if it leads to the... Oh. If it leads to the village in the far north, then... Yeah, I saw I was blurry. That'll save us some time. Time to hold up the last crystal star. Oh, I always love the effect of the area around the door just cracking. Seems like a safety hazard. I mean... Keeping a demon sealed under your city also seems like a safety hazard, so I don't think that's anything new. Or I guess building a city on top of a demon. The end result is the same. So I think that does take us to the northern city. It's okay though, one of our last quests will not be tedious and is one of my favorite quests in the entire game. Alright, Gold Bob. Off to Far Outpost. I can never remember the name of this place because you barely have any reason to visit it during the game. I suppose the shop is technically probably the best shop in the game. You can get a lot of really good items there. That's about it for redeeming qualities on this place. And I suppose it's very peaceful. So he's gone. Off to Roadport. Glitzville. And he'll wind up going back to Far Outpost at the end. I'm pretty sure. I wonder what species Podley and this guy are supposed to be. He pounded 3 white chocolate coconut mochas and bolted. You know that lady in the black dress? I think General White has a thing for her, but that's just my gut talking. Yeah, so he went to go and visit Gold Bob, which means this whole thing would have been dealt with had I just never taken the trouble. Except it wouldn't have, because that's how video game logic works. I think I have to go and see Gold Bob before I go back to Far Outpost. Come on, Pete. Now I just want to test something real quick. Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and sit back down now. I don't like that guy. And I especially don't like that he ran away before I could beat him senseless with my hammer. Like, if he's going to snooze, I'll give him a reason to have his eyes shut. You're rich, you'd better pay well. Fair. Okay, first we're going to take gob. Honey candy. Cake mix and honey syrup. And now to go visit the Bob-omb next to the Snowbob. And now for my favorite trouble in the entire game, because of how it plays out. I mean, obviously we have to go and accept the trouble before we do it. But it is one of the only times in the game that a badge costing 0 badge points gives a meaningful benefit. Okay, good. I do have full badges equipped. I have to wonder that occasionally, whether I've remembered to equip all of my badges. This girl wants to meet Luigi. And I can make that happen. I love this one. Oh, wait. I already went past where she is. She is, like, right next to the pipe. Yeek! I can totally tell. I've never met him before. But I can absolutely tell you're the real Luigi. I knew it. This is so cool. Oh my gosh, what should I say? I'm totally freaking out. I'm freaking out, Luigi. Now what should I do? Oh, alright, the cake! The one I baked was a total loss, but Zesty did a great job on this one. Here you go, Mr. Luigi, please take this. Choco cake. Hey bro, say, why are you dressed like me? Hey, who do you think you are, you filthy imposter? Police! But I'm no imposter, I'm Luigi. Say something, Mario. Hang on a sec. You'll never be Luigi, no matter how many green hats you wear. Now stop interrupting our special time. I realized, so I tend to put, if my camera's on the right, I have it, I can't remember which way. This is my right side, so the camera is flipped right now. Because I like to have it to where it looks like when I'm looking at the screen, I'm looking at the game with y'all, but I forgot to do that when I moved it from the other side of the screen to where it is now when we started playing this. I'm pretty sure it's me. But I'm pretty sure I'm me. This is a nightmare, a bad dream. I won't believe it. Wake up, Luigi! What have I done? You've seen such a horrible side of me, the worst side. Don't worry about it. Oh, thanks, really, Luigi. You're so sweet. Thanks for coming today. I will always treasure these moments, always. So please, come see me again, okay? The best side quest. Just like that, we have completed all of the missions in the Trouble House. So I guess next is star pieces. I'm guessing at least a couple of them will be in Twilight Town. Yep, we've done all of them. Okay, next thing to do is head into the sewers and talk to the person who will tell us where star pieces are. So there are like 4 more that we need to find. And I believe this is the place. Paka poka peekaboo. Thankfully, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to skip that cutscene next time. Star piece in a jungle beyond the Nibbles Pond, behind the tangled root of a big tree. I think I know where that is. I'm guessing I have to do them one at a time. Could be wrong, but not a big deal if I am. Dang it, I thought that might have been enough to trigger the first attack badge. Lunch. I had some leftover clam chowder. So I believe to our right here is the Nibbles Pond. And while I'm here, might as well grab a Keel Mango. So yeah, I'm guessing that that is the Nibbles Pond. I guess I might have been able to do that with Coops as well. Okay, there's nothing in this room. So it should be right around here. Oh my gosh. There. There we go. Alright. That's one. Star piece, beyond the Twilight Village and the fallen tree, behind the pipe. I know where that is. You know what? I'm going to test if she can see the others. Save myself trips. In the scary steeple, in the room with the staircase that changes. Between the far and near door. See, I thought some of them would be in Twilight Town. Or beyond Twilight Town, I guess. Near the door with the parrot. Yeah, okay. So just look through Creepy Steeple, and I will find all the star pieces. Well, I'm gonna have to go to Creepy Steeple as well, but... You know what, that might be a good thing, to be honest. Because... there's also an enemy that I have yet to encounter. Out that way, because it's a random chance. So we've never encountered an Amazy Daisy on this file. Behind the pipe. Dang it, where's that gold? gonna see if Coops can one-shot them. I think he can. Okay, that'll save us some FP. Dang it, no Amazy Daisy. So I know where one of these is. Head to the basement. There we go, all the star pieces. You want to talk to us now? Dupless left me here and ran off. Somebody let me out of here. I give up. If you want to be let out of here, just let me let you out of here. Like the bird doesn't want to be here. And yet there is nothing that I can do to convince him not to stay. And that should be all of them. Oh, wait. I thought that was all of them. Apparently I needed 9 more, not 4 more. Little rogue port in front of the black chest. It's just a little bit east of us here. In the room with 4 pillars carved with symbols behind the pipe. In the middle of a room. Oh, I know that. I know where that is. Near the pipe. Okay, so there is one on the moon. I don't think we can get that one until the post game then. I didn't think there were any on the moon, so that's my bad. So yeah, at present we are completely cut off from moon access. Oh, wait. I need to go through there. Great tree. Let's get an egg while we're here. So yeah, the Great Tree is actually fairly peaceful at this point. Okay, so I think we need to be on the other side. Dang it. I kinda hate navigating these. Oh wait, behind the pipe. And then Flurry's house. Honestly, I kind of love the timing on that stylish. I feel like it's one of the easier ones to get the knack for. And I don't think it makes the move take that much longer. Really? Can you at least both spawn low down? So if they had at least spawned low down, I could have killed them with Stampede instead. Okay, off to Flurry's house. It occurs to me that it would have actually made a lot of sense to scale the cost on heal blocks based on your character level, rather than area. Because as it stands, it just gets more expensive the farther area you're in, the later area you're in. But I feel like getting more expensive the higher level you are makes more sense, because, you know, you're paying for more healing. Like, if it was 1 coin per level, I feel like that would be fair. Well, we managed to avoid coming here once because I googled stuff, but oh well. Oh, Super Appeal P. Okay, in the Pirate's Grotto and on the moon. It's weird, there's a rumble feature for when you're running through the flowers there. Alright, we'll get the one in the Pirate's Grotto, and that's where we'll call the stream for tonight. Also, surely I've got an item that gives some good FP. Yep, Pirate's Grotto, here we come. Luckily, since we're not searching any of the rooms on the way, it should be pretty easy to just sprint through the areas. You know what's sad is that I thought I did a really thorough job in searching these rooms when I did this level, because I didn't want to have to backtrack into it. Just took out 2 sentient cannons for 1 star point. And then the room that it's in is here. I don't want to have to fight these guys because it'll take so much longer. Alright. But I had to be careful not to accidentally attack them while it was spin jumping the panel. Since I actually killed the bullet bills on the way in, it probably would have been faster to walk out, to ride Pete out, now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, well. Hey, if I'm a silly goose, then I should be in the water. That's just biology. Or zoology? I guess it's more about animal behavior. Is zoology the study of animal behavior? Like, what's zoology's classification in the sciences? So I really don't know. Oh, we will show the duck once we are back to the little ramshackle settlement over here. The jungle is no place for little ducks. We learned that from Madagascar. I'll show you the rubber duck this time. It's a little blurry. He's not very big either. Like, for reference, that's him on the palm of my hand. He's just a little dude. And, you know, we support little dudes. We support hashtag little guys. Yeah, all that. There are lots of little guys in Mario. Now, where do we want to go next time? Because there are two main options. We could go into the final dungeon, or we could do the Pit of 100 Trials. Because it's just a question of whether we try to conquer the pit in the main game or in the post game. We're gonna test a few recipes real quick, actually. So I'm thinking of it right now. First of all, I'm curious if Keel Mango and Ice Storm makes anything good. Because that's fruit and freezing. Okay, it did not turn out right. I always try to attempt the extremely experimental recipe first, because then I can just load the save and there's not much lost by it. I'm really surprised that doesn't work though. I wonder if ice and honey works, or if I've already tested that one. I feel like I might have. Yeah, I did. It made a popsicle that heals like 20 FP, but might freeze me. Okay, first things first. Super Mushroom and Mystic Egg. Let's go for that. Omelet meal. We'll cook up just the Mystic Egg. Fried egg, always nice. I'm gonna go ahead and sell the omelet meal. So that's really not good for much, if I'm honest. At this stage of the game, that's not good for much. Is there anything that we can withdraw that might mix well with the Keel Mango? I don't really feel like there is. I have a feeling honey syrup will. Let's save before we do this. I promise we will be wrapping up the stream in a second here. Fruit parfait, not bad. So yeah, the reason I wanted to do all of that cooking was because we're going to be taking a bunch of useful. Okay. We're going to be taking a bunch of useful recipes into the Pit of 100 Trials, and I think that's what we're going to do next, because honestly we should probably burn through some of our item supply. We've got a lot of good items. And you know, if there was ever a place to take a bunch of life shrooms into, it's the pit, because it's so easy to get killed down there. 10, 7, 7. You know what? I'll withdraw that and probably sell it. It's not that good. Withdraw that to sell, withdraw that to sell. That's worth 6. Well, I guess one of the items that you use you can only get by buying it for 50. Yeah, you know what? I think we'll be heading into the pit of 100 trials next stream. So I kind of want to clear that before going into the final level. Also, I'm going to check the badge shop one last time. I don't think they actually cycle the badges that much in this playthrough. So I think all of the stuff over here is just always there. Yeah, I don't think they cycle that all that much. We're not gonna hear Luigi's story this time around. We'll catch that next time. I think it's time to wrap up. I don't want to put this game down when I'm playing it, okay? Alright. That's gonna be it, folks. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Yeah, next time we'll pick up with the Pit of 100 Trials. That will probably take a good chunk of a stream. I don't think it'll take the whole thing, but I also kind of doubt that we'll get through all of the final level when we come back. I kind of doubt that we'll get through all of the final level afterwards, so we'll probably have 2 more streams of this. And then we'll see. I don't actually have any specific plans for right after this, so I'll have to think about that. Might play some Minecraft. I've been thinking of that occasionally recently. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed. Appreciate y'all. I hope to see you next time. Later, folks. Yes, I will hydrate, Lastborn. Bye, Rafkin. Bye, 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 bye.